Hi everybody, I'm Kirsty Meakin from Nao Nails. In this video we are going to do Pride nails because it's Pride month in June. So yeah, Pride nails it is. So I've got a load of colours. So we've got a rainbow. Obviously the rainbow is synonymous, I was going to say. Is that the right word?
Yeah,
synonymous.
That's
synonymous with pride. Now, you don't have to be gay, bi, or pansexual or anything like that to wear Pride nails. You can be straight, and you can also be any sexuality to go to Pride. I've been to Pride and I'm straight. So yeah, we're going to embrace the beautiful colours of Pride. So we have Heartbreaker, which is a nice bright red. And we have Mimosa. Mimosa. Like a samosa, but no. Mimosa, that's orange. And then we've got Sherbet Lemon. And that's a yellow. And then green, we have Shamrock. Nice new bottle. I do like a new bottle. And then we've got this colour. I have no idea what it's called because it's 961 and we don't have a name for it. I'm sure it's got a name by now. But it's a nice, bright royal blue. And then we've got Glastonbury Nights. That's purple. So we're going to use those colours. And what we're going to do is a nice rainbow ombre. So these two colours we'll use first, and we're going to come down one side of the nail. So get your side like that done first, then you can get a rough straight line. It doesn't need to be perfectly straight. That looks orange. It's not orange. Adam, don't start with that red looks orange business.
I think it looks orange.
Well, that's orange. That is orange. Look, you see the difference? That is orange. I'm going to take a brush and I'm going to pull down the centre. Top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom. Clean the brush. I'm going to clean up this side. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. So it's like a nice quick ombre. You can pop that in the lamp. We're going to do 2 coats of that. This time, I'm going to get really close to the cuticle. It was easier to get a bit of an ombre going on first before neatening up that cuticle area. And then the red. And again, I'm going to go top to bottom, but I'm going to pat this section here so it's nice and tight at the cuticle. I'll just force the product a bit closer to the cuticle, and then we're going to come down top to bottom. Okay, pop that into the lamp. And now we're going to use Sherbet Lemon. And this is a really nice way how to change up somebody's design as well. You can see that Andrea's already got a set of nails on, and using the gel polish to create a new design is a really cool thing. And again, we're going to go top to bottom, and that's going to keep blending. And we're going to do 2 coats of colour to give a true definition of colour. Pop me that in the lamp. So what I'm going to do across all the nails, apart from the thumb, I'm going to continue the ombre. I feel like this needs a little bit of yellow here, so I am just going to blend a little bit of yellow just to make it pop a little bit. So the gel polish underneath is dry, so that's set. And just pulling it across to spread it and blend it a little bit. I'm going to pull a little bit of yellow down this side as well. And obviously, because it's going over the top of orange, it's actually going to appear to be orange as well. So we will have like a red to orange to yellow on one nail. I just think that stands out a little bit better. Yeah, and I'm a bit happier with that. That little bit of yellow at the side. I think it's just lifted it a bit. I'm going to top coat all the nails apart from the thumb. The thumb I am going to use Snow White and paint that white. Now I know there are other colours we could have used because there are different flags for different sexualities. So if I'm right, am I right now? Pansexual is pink, blue and purple, I think. So we could have put a bit of pink in there as well, but I wanted to stick to the traditional Pride rainbow colours. And then we're going to use Snow White. Oh, we're going to flick Snow White. What the? Let's get this cuticle nice and neat. And I will do 2 coats of white on the thumb. So I took some inspiration from this picture that I've seen online. And I love the hands together making the heart, because it's something that a lot of people do. Like my daughter's always going, I love you. Mm. Does it on TikTok and all that kind of stuff.
What's TikTok?
Oh my God, you don't know what TikTok is?
No.
You're so not down with the kids. I hope and pray that this is going to stick to this. Yeah, it's sticking to it. So we have the 2 fingers coming round, and the thumbs are at the bottom. And I can clean up with a little bit of gel residue wiper solution on my brush. This will give me a nice starting point. I think my fingers need to be slightly closer together. That's all I need to do for now, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some colours inside the love heart. So we're going to do the rainbow.
zu.
So I wanted to get the gel polish on first because I can then go around this and neaten it up if I need to. Whereas if you do the gel polish last, it's going to go over your hand painting. So this hand is going to come around here. So I'm going to top coat now. Oh, I've just noticed I've got my grubby little finger up there. Can you see that little mark?
Your grubby little finger.
My grubby little finger up there. It's just...
That's the sticky layer.
There's no sticky layer, I wiped it off, but because I've got a grubby finger, I made the white a bit grubby, so I've just got rid of that. I nearly encapsulated it in top coat. So I'm going to matte off this top coat after by giving it a bit of a buff. So it looks nice, shiny as well. Pop me that in the lamp. So I'm going to go over with a buffer to matte it off. So we're going to put some bling on just around the cuticle, but I am going to use Aquagel, so I am just going to buff the top surface so the Aquagel has got something to grab onto. And I'm just putting bling on the ombre rainbow nails. Just write them over with gel residue wipe off solution. Just get rid of that dust. I'll need a little bit of gel residue wipe off solution in my dampen dish from the brush so I can manoeuvre the Aquagel around. Now this is, it's clear here. And I'm going to do one at a time. So I'm using gel residue wipe off solution on my brush to manoeuvre the Aquagel around. So Aquagel is actually made to build extensions. So you can extend the nail with the product, but I also love its clear adhere because it adheres the gems onto the nail very well. So we're going to put that on first, then we are going to top coat. So I've got some red stones, and then I want some orange. So I'm going to use similar colours to what is on the nail. Oh wow, I do love the bit of bling. So let's finish off with a bit of cuticle oil. Because this one's matte, I'm going to try and avoid the nail. Because I don't want to make it shiny. I do love that. That is like amazing. I do surprise myself sometimes. I absolutely love those nails. How cool are they? Do you love them?
I do love them.
And I hope you love them as much as we love them. So, happy Pride Month. Is that even a thing? Happy Pride Month?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, celebrating Pride. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram for all of our wonderful posts. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up because you know you're going to love it. Look, I think we should have. If you love this video, please comment with a rainbow. And I want in the comments, I want to see like whole like massive rainbows. Cool?
Okay.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Adam.
It's all right. Well, I've just got to sift through loads of comments of rainbows.
Rainbows!
Because the thing is, when people do loads and loads of emojis, they get flagged. So then we have to approve them all.
Really, do
So
they?
thank you.
Sorry, Adam. Sorry.
Don't be sitting there twiddling your fingers.
No, we don't, do we? So there you are, guys. I will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye. Rainbow, sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow too.
I should always sing then, listen with your eyes. But does he put all the words?
Definitely. I don't know, I only know that bit. I don't think there's a listen with your eyes bit.
I know, yeah. That's what I used to sing when I was little anyway.
Baba up the sunny Spain, arriba España.